Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second part of the mid-season driver rankings, where today it is the main sport of Formula 1. Now, obviously it's 22nd to 1st, and for my 22nd pick I'll go first, Esteban Ocon.
Wow, what a surprise.
There's not much else you can say. He's underperformed compared to his teammate. I don't think he's lasting next year. I think he's gone and out. He gets a big F for fail, because he's failing.
Proper good performance. 3 points.
Who do you have?
Yeah.
Who do you have?
I've also got Esteban Ocon. Yeah. 3 points to Behrman's 18. Keeps losing to him in qualifying and the races. And now that the car is worse, it looks unlikely he's going to score any more points in F1. So Behrman made the most of the car being decent at the start of the season. And now Ocon is probably going to end up finishing behind Stroll and Alonso, which is, diabolical. Or he gets an F as well.
How do you fall behind Lance Stroll?
By being this bad. In 21st, I have got Lance Stroll, also with an F. I said that Ocon was bad in qualifying. Stroll is even worse in qualifying. 9-2 in favour of Alonso and 6-2 in the races is shocking. And yes, the car is bad. While it is bad, you got to beat your teammate. And he has not done that.
I mean, Fernando is a two-time world champion and still has it going on. And Behrman is in his second season. I think there's a pretty big difference there.
Exactly, but I mean they're both driving badly, but that's why Lance goes above Ocon, because that is shocking from Esteban, who's been in the sport 9 years. I think it's probably be his 10th season with the season gap. Shocking.
I have got Valtteri Bottas in 21st.
Oh, okay.
Even though he hasn't really gotten much to show, he is finishing behind Perez a lot of the time. Even with how bad the Cadillac is, their qualifying is like very similar. But it's just like, I feel like it's off the pace. I'm not saying Colton Herta would be better.
Yeah, he could be the worst driver to ever come into the sport if he does get in the Cadillac. But it looks like he won't get the super license points, so we have been saved. We'll see.
Yeah, which is why I'm getting Logan Sargent instead.
Yeah, I think Bottas would have gone in that sort of spot for me if it weren't for his last few races, because he definitely has improved in the last few races before the summer break.
I have Lance Stroll in my 20th, by the way.
Alright, fair enough.
What else do I say? There's nothing else I can say, because he's off the pace of his teammate, and that's all you remember him for. He finished ahead of him in Hungary, but that's because Alonso had this like really weird pit stop strategy. F.
Okay. In 20th, I have gone for Alex Albon. We're still on the Fs because he has been terrible this season. He seems to do this every other year after a really, really good season. There's 2023, and then there's 2024, then there's 2025, and then there's 2026. He's just a shell of himself. 9-2 down in qualifying, and yes, he's close in the races, but he's only scored points twice all season. It's just not good enough. Sainz has completely destroyed him, and while they are 1 point apart in the standings, Sainz has scored more times and destroyed him in qualifying. So Alex has been terrible. F.
Damn. I don't know what he did to your family, but okay.
Just been terrible. It's been awful. Still, he was managing to get some decent performances in 2024. Like, yes, he wasn't very good in 2024, but he was crashing a lot. But he at least got a few decent performances. Like, this season there's been one, and it was Monaco, where he was ahead of Sainz like the entire weekend, which was a good drive. But
That's Monaco.
Yeah, but exactly.
Who have I got in 20th? Well, I got good old Lance Stroll.
Nice.
Which means we've already done 20th. If you hadn't realised.
Oh yeah, whoopsies. In my 19th spot, we are moving on to the Ds. we got Valtteri Bottas in 19th. Yep, he hasn't been good. He's losing out in both qualifying and the race head-to-heads, but he has been better as of late. He has definitely picked it up, because there were times he was finishing in qualifying like 6th, 10th behind Perez at a given time, but now he's actually starting to beat Perez by a 10th or 2. So he's picked it up as of late. That's why he's 19th and not 21st. Yeah, I think this is fair. D.
Fair enough. You know who I have in my 19th position? Alexander Albon.
Ah, okay.
The only thing I can really remember about his season is just like getting unlucky in Canada with Piastri, but like he's been completely invisible other than that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't notice him, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. If he did something for once in the race, people will be talking about it, even if it's negative, which wouldn't be good actually. I don't know what I'm on about, but
What is bro yapping about?
I don't know, but I'm on to something. Yes, Alex Albon, he gets a big D. I said it again!
You love that big D, don't you? You love saying
Yes, I
the
really
big
do.
D.
Yeah, the big D can refer to many things. It can refer to Dennis Hauger.
It can do. Yeah, let me give you the Dennis Hauger rating.
Yes, that is what Alex Albon gets.
The Dennis Hauger.
In my 18th is Carlos Sainz.
Whoa, okay. Damn. I think recency bias might be taking a hold here. Because of what
yes.
he did. Because of what he did. Which is... Can't agree with.
I'm sorry, he didn't apologize at all. He didn't take any accountability.
He never does.
In his act.
He never does. But that is just one moment in his season.
One moment in a season. What else is he remembered for in this season? Tell me.
He has been scoring points in that Williams. He's been dunking on Albon. He's been getting his Q2s. He's been hovering around the points while the Williams is terrible. He's definitely been a lot more noticed than Albon because he has been driving.
He's also been the main thing that people currently remember for him this season is that incident.
Yeah, because it was the last race.
8 blue flags.
I know it is dark.
And his engineer told him.
Yeah.
He can't keep getting away with this. He just can't. You'll probably get into more detail when we come to it, but he also gets the Dennis Hauger rating, the big D.
Damn. I'm curious what other recency bias rankings you've got. Because I'm thinking of 2 drivers that should not be below Sainz, or above Sainz. 18th, for me, I've got Sergio Perez, because he has been pretty bad. He's close with Bottas in qualifying, but the races do see Perez better than Bottas on most occasions, even if he's behind in the standings. But that mistake in Monaco bumps him down behind this next driver when we get onto him, because that is so... How can a driver with 13 years in the sport, maybe more? I think this would be his 14th season. How can a driver with 14 years worth of experience in the sport not get into your grid spot? Like, what? And that's going to completely kill Cadillac, because it looks like Aston are better and Cadillac cannot sort out their reliability, so they're probably going to finish 11th now because of that. It's a diabolical mistake. Perez gets a D. He's ahead of Bottas, but it's not really much of a yardstick, is it? 17th place, Fernando Alonso. We're on to the C's. He gets a C- from me. He has destroyed Stroll in the results this season, but like we said earlier, it's Stroll. He did somehow score a point in Monaco by just making it through to the end while the car was bad, and with the car looking better now, there could be light at the end of the tunnel. But 17th, I can't really put him higher than this. There hasn't really been anything there. Hasn't done really anything wrong, but the car's been bad. I can't put him in B or an A because he's destroyed Stroll, because it's just not a good measure.
And my 17th is Sergio Perez. He's definitely competing with see, who's the worst Cadillac? They're fighting for it, but Perez is, I think, on a down run at the minute, and Bottas is up.
I'd agree with that.
I mean, Bottas's brakes,
definitely
they kind of don't exist. Yeah, well, no. That's disrespectful. They are up. They're up in flames.
Bang!
They're burning.
Bang!
You
Bang!
can't say much anything. Perez gets a D plus.
Oh, D plus.
He doesn't even get in the C's.
Dennis Hagel plus.
Yeah, that's real news. But seriously, the Cadillac drivers just put Fred Vesti in the car. That's all you had to do. Oh, hang on, that was a Fred Vesti mention.
Of course.
Interesting.
I feel like these
Yeah.
bottom 6 spots are pretty locked down. We're just putting them in slightly different orders. We'll see what you got in 16th.
Okay, in my 16th, I got Nico Hulkenberg.
Okay, no, it's not.
I got him at a C minus.
Damn, bro. I don't think the Hulkenberg fans are gonna like that one.
No, they're not.
Let's hear your reasonings. Let's hear your reasonings.
But he hasn't really done much. He's edged qualifying like how many times now? He's edged Q3.
A lot. A lot.
Gabby and Hulkenberg. Gabby is showing some pace over Hulkenberg, and now it's really opened up for Gabby, like to beat Hulkenberg here. It's just a case of like, yeah, like with your rankings, you're like basing off teammate beating. This one I also based. But I know Audi are a new engine, new everything basically, because they've also had to design a 26 car. Yeah, I like Hulkenberg, but it's like, well, we'll figure it out at the end of the season because we can still have a chance to move them around.
Yeah, I'll come to the defense of Hulkenberg when we get to him, because he does have reasons for why he's getting beaten by Bortoleto, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. We have to talk about the one singular stone.
Yeah, he has actually been quite unlucky this season.
That's his fault for having bad luck. C minus.
Damn, bro. My 16th spot, I have got Carlos Sainz with a C minus. Yep, he's been much better than Albon in 2026. That is for sure. It's not really hard to doubt that one. He's still not doing great. Yes, he was unlucky to not score in Monaco, and the Williams is terrible. But I don't really see how he can go any higher than 16th. There's just not a spot for him. Yes, he had the moment in Hungary, but that's one moment in the season. He has been much better than Albon. Still not great, but he has definitely been outdriving that Williams. And he's driven it to, I think, 4 points finishes, maybe 3. I think it's 4. Yeah, 16th.
I got Fernando Alonso in 15th.
Okay.
Nothing much to brag about. Beating Lance Stroll, of all people. Very lucky, I would say, in Monaco to have Perez mess up that badly.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of penalties dished out. And it was absolute chaos there with penalties. It's just insane. Fernando's in his, what, like, 30 billionth season?
Yeah.
He needs more competitive teammates. So we can't... We kind of have to rank him mid because he's no one to compare him to. He couldn't finish many of the races, so he didn't even get to show his pace off compared to Lance, because that was the car's fault, not his.
Yeah.
So I think a C is fair for him because couldn't show much and yeah, beating his teammate.
In 15th, I have got, with a C, not a C minus, a C, I have got Oscar Piastri.
Oh my!
I hope it picked that up. It should pick that up. Okay, let me explain.
Oh my!
This has been a very, very bad year for Oscar. Yes, he was unlucky to not participate in the first 2 races, and then he came through in Japan and Miami to really kickstart his year, really strong start. Since then, it's not been great. Hungary was the first time he's really been on the pace since Miami, but even then, he was so much slower than Norris, even if he was leading and deserved to win, but retired and had the Sainz incident. But his finishes in Canada and Britain were all on him, and his second in Japan, despite being very impressive, won't stop me putting him below Franco Colapinto. He's been miles off it in qualifying, and he's only had a few good moments compared to Norris, who has driven much better while the car was worse. So, yeah, more mistakes creeping in as well for Piastri. 15th.
I don't have anything to say.
I didn't get the exact head-to-heads. I didn't get the exact head-to-heads. I should have, but I think it was pretty bad.
I'm gonna grab that C that you just got, and I'm gonna boomerang it out of a window.
And then when it comes back, who are you gonna give it to?
I'm gonna give it to my 14th position of Franco Colapinto.
Damn, bro, what the fuck? The C for Franco? What is going on?
He's been having a very, he's been getting some good points this season, but he's not beating his teammate. That's not very good of Franco.
That's true, that is true.
Second full year, basically. And he's getting up to pace, but he's been very cautious because of, 24, where he was, crashing a bunch.
Yeah.
He was very lucky to get the Alpine boost, though. Since Alpine have switched to Mercedes engines, that's been going pretty well for them, I would say. He scored points decently, but, some of the times he has... I just haven't really noticed him, because it's, around, the 10th place area. A lot of retirements sometimes. But he's also kind of forgettable in that space. But Gasly is beating him.
Yeah, but Gasly does have the podium, so that is something.
Does Franco Colapinto have a podium?
No, he does not.
Oh, there we go.
It's a Monaco podium, though, and he only got it because of penalties. Also, side note, Sainz has just been re-signed to Williams, so...
Oh, no Luke Browning.
Yep, and Albon's also got signed today as well, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sad no Luke Browning. Oh, wait, hang on. Carlos Sainz multi-year.
Albon 1 year.
Albon, yeah.
One
But I
year.
say, didn't Alex get 1 year?
Yeah, so... Statement of intent.
Yeah.
Hey Alex, improve. Okay, my 14th is George Russell with a C.
Oh!
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me see. He's left again.
Absolutely not. What are we on?
Okay, so yeah, I know the Mercedes is having issues at every race, so there's a new excuse every race. But can we please stop acting like Russell is this new driver in the sport? That needs more time. He's in his 8th season, and he is 28 years old. Put the fries in the bag. The distance he's been off Kimi this season is astonishing, and frankly, deserves the death penalty. That's what he's been doing. That's what he did to some poor people when he was in ISIS, and now I think he's got to give him capital punishment. He should be running away in the standings, but instead, he's behind Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. I don't give a shit if there's issues with the Mercedes. A driver like Russell should be able to adapt to challenges. Or does he need everything spoon-fed to him? This new driver, this guy who's, oh, he needs another chance. Bro, he's in his 8th season. He's got enough experience. He beat Lewis Hamilton when they were teammates. He's got enough experience, man. And he had such a great 2025, completely overperformed, drove so well in the entire season, and he's doing this. I can't put him any higher than 14th. He's getting dunked on by his second-year teammate who is still a teenager. I think for another week, he's still a teenager. It's a C. Shocking.
And that's crazy.
I really want to know where you've put him and Piastri. But we'll get onto that. If they're in the top 10, I'm going to be... Yeah, quite surprised. I'll go first for 13th, because you went first for 14th. I have got Ollie Behrman with a C+. He's made the most of the car when it was good, but even when it's bad, he's still outperforming his teammate, which is all we can ask for. Maybe he should get like a... Okay, I'm going to change my C plus to a B minus. Because I think he deserves a B of some sorts. Hungary was a terrible race for every matter of the word. But there's been many occasions where he's fallen behind Ocon at the start of a race, but then still ended up finishing 20 seconds ahead of him on track. He's completely embarrassing this driver who is supposed to be in his prime years, and he has been in the sport, and who has been in the sport since 2016. So he deserves 13th place, and that's coincidentally the position he's currently in the constructors. Yeah, Behrman 13th with a B minus, not a C plus. Let me just change it on screen. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a keyboard shortcut called Control C, Control V?
No way you got Behrman in 13th
Because
as well.
I got Behrman in 13th with a C plus.
Oh, with a C plus? Shit, I think he deserves a B. B of some sorts because he has destroyed his teammate. But yeah,
I mean, I do have 12th in a B minus. So
yeah, okay.
you know, Franco gets a C plus.
What was he on before? C?
And
just a C.
Yeah, just a C.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
think
think
Behrman. Well, I just said Control C, Control V. That's my reasoning. Isn't that some good reasoning? But yeah, Behrman has been very much on the pace. Very good start of the season with the 5th place and the 7th. I get it. 4 people couldn't start the race. 3 DNF. 7 didn't make it to the line. But he deserved that.
Didn't Ocon not score in that race as well? I swear he was 11th.
Oh no, he was I think he was 14th or something around there because he collided with Franco Colapinto.
Of course. Another mistake from Ocon. That's his fault. That was entirely his fault. So yeah, Behrman's finishing 5th and Ocon's down as the last place driver. Yeah. Enough said.
Ooh, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for the F1 Championship. Yuki Tsunoda just got added.
Oh, I want to see that.
Tsunoda got added.
Just at the bottom of the... Hey,
Yeah,
there he is! There he is! Go on,
I'm gonna take a
Yuki.
photo.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna take a photo.
This is a moment in history.
Take a picture!
So you go first or 12th?
You're really not gonna like it.
I don't know who it could be.
You're really not gonna like it.
Leclerc?
No, you're really not gonna like
Yeah,
it.
go say it.
Gabby.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Well, you don't have much of a well, he's got a B minus, but you don't have much of a benchmark if your teammate keeps DNFing and getting unlucky. We don't have a benchmark. He's been getting solid points. He's getting 10th, 11th around there. I don't think he's cracked it yet. Top 6 around there. He's getting you know. I know I'm completely crumbling right now. Yeah, there's been 4 11th places. He's edged a lot.
Yeah, you'll hear my reasonings for Bortoletto. I've got the head-to-heads this time to prove it.
I don't have the head-to-head.
It's the planning, bro. Yeah, I got the head-to-heads to back up my claims when we get to him, but I think you might be favouring the top 14 drivers a bit too much. But that is your opinion.
I think I might be. Hey, we've got the end of the season as well to make changes, so we'll be more prepared then because. They're basically finishing very equal to each other. When they both finish.
So in 12th, I have got my boy Nico Hülkenberg with a B. I don't want this to be biased, but he has been consistent and also very unlucky, especially if we compare him to Bortoletto. So he hasn't finished lower than 13th all year. That's even when the Audi wasn't the greatest car. Constantly qualifying and finishing 11th at the start of the year, which you've already touched on. There's been a few occasions where he's been in the points and bullshit starts to happen, such as in Spain when he was driving a brilliant race before the most Nico Hulkenberg retirement of all time. His first bit of unlucky. He's got the short end of the stick in terms of reliability. He's retired, I think, 3 times. Bortoleto hasn't retired. He has a DNS, but hasn't retired from a race because of engine stuff or unluckiness or whatever. But he got points in Hungary, which was great. Long awaited points. Did make mistakes with his crash with Sainz in Monaco, costing him a P9. But I think 12th is a good position. I think the head-to-head in qualifying is like 6-5. I've literally got it. Yes, so he's actually beating Bortoleto in qualifying, which is something he didn't do last year. But he is 7-4 down in the race finishes. I think the unluckiness with reliability, because I think he started like 11th or something in Miami and retired like 6 laps in. Or maybe he didn't even start the race, I can't even remember. It's just stuff like that. He's had a lot of unluckiness with reliability, while Gabby has been able to finish races. And also some unluckiness. Some mistakes, like in Monaco, which he was on for a P9. Fucked it. It happens. That's probably his worst moment all season. Nico in 12th with a B. In 11th, I have got Franco Colapinto with a B. He's been great this year for what we expected. He's not doing any stupid shit. He's scoring points. However, he is this low because he's getting outperformed by Gasly majorly. 9-2 down in qualifying and 7-4 in the races isn't great, but he has beaten Gasly on a few occasions in the races to score good points, such as in Canada. That was a great performance. But he's doing a good job. He isn't crashing. He's fixed his biggest weakness and he's scoring points. He's doing exactly what Alpine want him to do. So I think 11th's fair. A lot of these drivers down in this sort of spot is just guys that are getting beaten by their teammates. But Franco goes above them because he's doing a good job and he's scoring semi-consistent points. And yeah, you said he's like 20-something points down on Gasly in the standings. That's not horrible. If we said that at the start of the season, we'd be saying Colapinto had a great season. So we know how good Gasly is and how well he's been driving this year. So I think this is fair.
This is where I've got George Russell in 11th
Okay.
here.
Alright.
He was looking very good at the first race in Australia. He qualified well, I will say. And then after Australia, he struggled to keep on the pace of Antonelli afterwards. In Japan, he couldn't get a good start off the line. But he did get a bit unlucky in Spa and Canada with his brake failure and just like a racing incident with Hamilton, which Hamilton should not have gotten a penalty for.
No, he should not have. And also, that shouldn't even have happened because Russell just lost all speed down the straight. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is also, Antonelli is beating Russell with qualifying and race head-to-heads with a 4-7 in both of them, actually. It's a bit sad for Russell, but it's like, you gotta race faster.
Yep.
Antonelli's in his 2nd season. You said Russell's in his 800th.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in his 8th.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where did I count 9 with my fingers? How'd that happen? I don't know. I don't know where I got 9 from.
Your third finger must have perked up. Fucking finger tangent. Yes, Russell's in his 8th season.
B minus.
B minus, that's fair.
For 10, I got Arvid Lindblad
Okay.
with a B. This is Lindblad's rookie season, so you don't expect him to beat his teammate. But he's very close in qualifying head-to-heads, though. 6-5 in favor of Lawson, of course. But Lawson absolutely demolishes him in the race. 8-3. The main thing I remember Lindblad for is Austria.
Yeah, I was gonna say Austria.
Where he didn't let he fought with Lawson.
Yeah.
Which they were comfortably, I think it was 8th and 9th.
Yeah. But still, if they crashed, then that's no points. So, understandable why they were doing that.
But Lindblad just wanted to race, which he needs to learn that, like, some teams might not like that if he tries to do that. But it is his rookie season, so you can't expect him to And he's very young, so you don't expect him to beat Lawson, but he is putting up a good fight. But Lawson is coming out ahead.
Yeah.
I think B's a fair rating for Blindblad.
In 10th, I got Isaac Hadjar with a B. I feel like this could be a bit low because of his form as of late, but when the car was bad, he really wasn't great. His 5th in Canada was the turning point, but I mean, in that race, he was lucky to not finish lower down. Everyone else was so far behind. He had like 2 incidents where he was dangerous driving and got penalties for it. That didn't make a difference because whoever was behind him, I think it was Colapinto, was like 50 seconds back, so didn't get affected by then. Since then, he's been in the top 6 in every race, which is great, but we do not like recency bias. So he's going in 10th because of his first half of the season. Yeah, first half of the season really wasn't great. That crash in Miami was a low point for sure. And also he's had his instance, I think, in China. Yeah. One half of the season is great, but we're ranking it off the whole first half of the season. Half of the half. And that's a B. That's a B. It's a mid. It's a mid.
No recency bias? That's the Kinggrave I know. I have him in 9th.
Okay, that's fine.
I have him at a B.
Nice. Pretty similar.
Look, he's been having some good form as a recent and some not good form. But it's his 2nd season as well, so...
That's true.
And it's Max Verstappen is his teammates, so you can't...
Yeah, that's why I
It's a bit
didn't
of a-
factor. I didn't factor in the teammates because it's Max Verstappen. Like, he's not expected to beat him, so yeah, didn't want to factor that in.
But hey, he's out-qualified Verstappen 3 times. That's still something.
Was one of those in Austria? He's definitely been his best teammate since Ricardo.
He did not out-qualify Max Verstappen in Austria.
No, I can't. I know that he went first, like, out of the final runners, but I couldn't remember if he went above him or not. I will say as well that Hadjar's starts have been terrible this year. Like, there's been quite a few races as of late which look good on the surface, like in Austria. Or maybe it was Spain, I can't remember. But he dropped down to like 15th and he's recovered. I think it was Spain, yeah. He was going to finish 8th and then finish 6th because Leclerc and Antonelli retired in front of him. So he hasn't... Although it looks good, he's finishing the top 6 every race. The way he's getting there is not great. He's having bad starts and he's having to recover. He's doing Perez, but he's actually scoring points.
Spa is also an outlier because of the strategy that was given.
That was a brilliant drive.
That was a really good strategy, yes.
Yeah.
Like that.
And he executed
recovery,
it to perfection. But yeah, that wasn't his fault. He wasn't low down because it was his fault. He had to take a penalty. So yeah, that's probably his highlight of his year. If it wasn't for Monaco, Monaco was a really good performance as well.
And they stood on the podium.
At least he got to stand on the podium.
And then the other Frenchman took the trophy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Hadjar B at a 9th place is fair enough.
I agree.
For you, this may be controversial. I know it.
How did you know? In 9th place, I've got Charles Leclerc.
That is controversial, actually.
I've got him at a B+. He's been getting dunked on by Hamilton all year, and despite his great win in Silverstone, still kind of lucky, but he earned it. His lows have been very low, and were all caused by his own mistakes. So, losing out to his teammate, who is actually like driving really well for someone who is 41, and he's making mistakes and he's crashing, and that's costing him in races. Even though all of his crashes are coming in qualifying, they're costing him in the races. So, yeah, 9th. Not very impressive. He did start the year well, but yeah, he's kind of trailed off and he keeps making mistakes. Like in Miami, I think he dropped 2 spaces because of a late spin into the barriers, crashed in qualifying in Spain, which he then retired from the race, but I think he was going to finish 7th. While his teammate was winning. Yeah. Not good. Not good, yeah.
But 8, I have got Oscar Piastri. 15th is insane
Not really.
for Oscar.
Not really.
I heard that.
He's not been good, mate.
I have ears on the side of my head. I heard that.
I know. I wanted you to hear it. That's why I got this microphone.
I think Lando has been better than Oscar this season, yes. But I can't help but notice that Oscar has gotten a slight bit unlucky on the races. He's on track. He does, tries to make more overtakes. He can't really, I don't think. In Hungary, it was very, very bad. Because, none of it was his fault, but...
Agreed.
We had Lando yapping on the radio. I'm miles faster than Oscar! I could do this with wheels! Well, I remember something like that on the radio. He said, beat him with no wheels. Bit of an ego there. But still, Oscar does have one more DNS, but he is also getting outdriven in qualifying. But the races are actually, basically the same. It's just, if Oscar can improve on his qualifying, I think then he starts to get a little bit higher. I think Oscar would be very close to Lando if he had actually started in Australia and he didn't have the retirement. I think we'll be speaking differently about him.
Yeah, he's made too many mistakes.
Like?
Canada. And Britain.
Yep. And Britain. That's 2!
Yeah. And he's been off
And
Lando.
both of them, he got 11th.
Yeah, no points. He didn't get in the points.
Hey, yes he did. He got sprint race points.
Fuck's sake.
That's points in the weekend. Both times, he got 4th and 7th.
Nice. 7th in the sprint, bro. That is shocking.
Is there something funny about that?
There is. How is Piastri 7th in a sprint? The McLaren hasn't been the best car this year, so his teammate is his closest up, and he has not.
Yeah, but I think
been there.
if
he has been
didn't
unlucky.
retire,
He has been unlucky.
if
yes.
he didn't retire in Hungary and start in Australia, I think people would be talking differently about him.
Exactly, but that is. Do you know what that is? Unfortunately, that is the if argument that Lando fans that get mocked for.
If Oscar was ahead of Lando, he'll be ahead of Lando.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the stuff. That was the stuff that Lando fans have been pulling for years.
Look,
If.
I'm saying if he was closer, not if he was past Lando.
Yeah, I mean Australia was peak, Hungary was peak. McLaren completely screwed him in Hungary because of Lando yapping, and he did well to be leading, but it's just the rest of the races just not been enough. He's been just below average compared to Lando. I think Monaco was decent, but I think he finished 4th, maybe 5th. 5th, yeah, because of Hadjar. No, because of Gasly. How the hell do you finish behind Gasly in Monaco? What the fuck? How did that happen? Also, Lando's been retiring a lot more in races, I swear.
Yeah.
Canada and Monaco. Both weren't his fault, retirement-wise. And then obviously they both had the DNS in China. Even with those 2 retirements, he's still ahead of Oscar.
That is Oscar Piastri B+, in my opinion.
8th place for me.
Now?
I have got Gabriel Bortoleto, A-. Okay, so when I was doing my research for this pick, I was shocked to learn that Bortoleto hasn't retired from a race this year, unless you count his DNS in China, which wasn't his fault. Even if he had his moment in China qualifying, I feel like that's his only bad moment this entire year, was messing up his final lap in Q2 in China. So what? So, unlike last year, he is down in the qualifying battle 6-5 in favour of Hulkenberg. But he's up 7-4 in the races, with a lot of finishes close to the points, a lot of 11ths. But he's just missing out. That was when the Audi was not the best car, but recently they got some upgrades in, and he has been much better. Or he's been finishing a lot higher. Obviously, he hasn't retired from a race all season. He scored the bulk of the team's points. Yes, he's been luckier with reliability and incidents. He hasn't had any rocks flying up and turning his car off. But yeah, he's driven really well. He's been scoring points. I think he's got 2 8ths and a 9th. Let me check this. Checking. Yeah, 2 8ths and a 9th 4 11ths, 1 12th, 2 13ths. His lowest finish is 13th, like Hulkenberg. I think it's been a really, really good season for Bortoleto. And last season, he was getting flamed a lot because he was crashing a lot. But now, he's not crashing as much. He's not crashing at all. He isn't retired from a race. So I think he deserves his flowers. An A-, I think is fair. And an 8th place, I think so. In 7th, I have got Arvid Lindblad with an A- as well. So, we all remember that first race. Lindblad hype was at an all-time high after he demolished Lawson in the races. And I think he qualified ahead of him as well. I can't remember. Maybe Lawson just about out-qualified him. Then he had a few mid-races after that. He stalled on the grid in Canada. I don't know if that was his fault or not. I would say it was his fault because he stalled on the grid. No one else stalled on the grid. But then, turning point was Monaco. A great drive, starting out of the points and finishing off in 7th while doing a stupidly long stint on some tyres. In Monaco, very impressive. And then, at that point, the V-car became the best midfield car, and he's now on a 6 straight point finishing streak, scoring loads of points. He is down 6-5 in qualifying and 8-3 in the races to Lawson. To be fair, Lawson is driving out of his skin this season, and also Lindblad is a rookie. Lawson has done maybe 40 races now worth of F1. So I think this is a great season for a rookie. Yes, he is in the best midfield car at the moment, but he's not doing anything stupid. Yes, there was his moments in Austria, but in the end, didn't lead to anything that bad. It was just a bit of a immature moment, and he's driving well, scoring points. That's all you can ask of him. V-Car having a very similar season to 2015.
So I say, I'm very excited to see where you've put Lawson.
Yeah, I feel like we could be similar. But we'll see.
Pierre Gasly
Fair.
at a B+.
Damn, B+, and you're in 7th. Wow, okay.
Gasly, he's been very good, though, himself. I've been very happy. Bit of a cheeky one in Monaco, getting that podium back. But it is 9-2 in qualifying to Gasly to Colapinto, which is very far down.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why Colapinto is very low. With the races, Gasly 7, Colapinto 4. He has been very good with races though. Gasly is he was all the way up in 8th place at one point, wasn't he? Now he's just fallen because Lawson and Hadjar have just been getting their point streaks and that.
Exactly, and Lindblad. Yeah, I mean, Alpine aren't the best midfield team anymore, but he's still scoring points, still managing to score points, so that's a sign of Gasly being good.
And not Lindblad just yet, he's 20 off.
Okay, yeah, of course, he's got the podium.
But still. Monaco was crazy, that pothole. Well, not the pothole, whatever that was.
Yeah, I guess you could call it a pothole, it's kind of similar.
I think Gasly, he's outperforming his teammate well. He's got himself a podium. Yeah, I think he's had a pretty good season. Like, a lot of point scoring as well for himself.
Yeah.
More than Blanco Colapinto.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say the same. 6th, I got Pierre Gasly in 6th. I've given him an A- though. I feel like he deserves at least an A. But yeah, he keeps proving why he's so good. When I was making this, I said I'm currently making a video on the 2020 season, and this guy was so good. I have now finished that video, and I can confirm he was very good. He's still doing those similar performances in 2026. His podium in Monaco was unexpected, but the finishes around that have been great. Consistently high finishes, some unluckiness has crept in. He's beaten his teammate comfortably. He's not done a lot wrong. I think sixth best driver in F1 this year. That's fair. And an A-, I think it's fair as well.
In 6th, I've got Charles Leclerc. At a B+, actually, as well.
Okay, so we got the same ranking. We got the same ranking, just in different spots.
Yeah. Because during the head-to-heads, like, they've been very similar. Leclerc having better qualifying, Hamilton having better races, but then Hamilton also getting more podiums than that, like, during the races, and like, Charles Leclerc's, like, sticking around maybe 4th position, 4th, 5th, around there, while Hamilton's just been, like, getting podiums on his day. But Leclerc has a lot less points than Hamilton in the races where it matters.
Yep.
His teammates beating him overall in points. Charles has been a qualifying, but what's qualifying when you can't perform in the race?
I wonder when we're gonna move into the A's for you. Do you want to go first or 5th?
Okay, I want to go first, 5th. I got an A.
Okay.
I got Max Verstappen at an A.
Hey, nice. I got him as well.
Hey, you just said A.
Hey. Yeah. That's it.
Max Verstappen has just been Max Verstappen, basically. Like, he's been having a bit of bad luck going his way. Silverstone is a perfect example, where his thing broke,
Yep.
and he finished behind the Cadillacs.
He was also in the gravel trap, but yeah.
Well, he was classified, so technically he did.
Yeah.
He's been getting podiums, he's been close to getting, like, better results, but the Red Bull hasn't exactly been the fastest this year. Hadjar's been consistent, Max has also been consistent himself. I don't see this being Max's final year. I think he keeps going until maybe they actually do something about the regs, but
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see in 2027.
3 retirements for Max.
Yeah. And none were his fault.
Monaco is, like, the most unlucky.
Yeah, I'll be echoing the same thoughts. Yeah, Red Bull hasn't been good this year, but he's still getting great results. Ones that stick out are like Hungary. He should not have finished 2nd, but he did. I think the race before that, I'm forgetting where that was. Belgium got a podium. He's been getting unlucky with his retirements in Britain, China, and Monaco, especially Monaco, like you said. But yeah. He's Max Verstappen, so he's driving very well. I think 5th is fair. I've given him an A-, though.
In 5th?
Yeah, in 5th. No, I'm gonna give him an A. I'm gonna give him an A. Sorry. He's getting an A.
Is it because you've gotten 4th?
Yeah, my 4th also has an A, so I'm thinking they've been quite similar. They're in similar situations. I've got Lando Norris in 4th with an A. Is that who you have as well?
Yeah, I got him at an A+, though.
That's fair. I think that's very fair. As for my reasons, he hasn't done much wrong this season. His 3 DNSs and DNFs haven't been his fault at all. The only thing he's really done wrong is his start at Hungary, but he more than made up for that with his race pace there. Yes, McLaren definitely did favour him there because he was yapping so much, but he's been a lot better than he was in 2025 in my opinion. And that win in Hungary was the cherry on top of a very, very good first half of the season, considering McLaren weren't the best team. At times they were 4th best. For most of it, they've been 3rd best. He's been outperforming his teammate. That's all you can really ask for Lando, especially as at this point last year, he was getting swallowed by Piastri. And making a lot more mistakes.
They made a good comeback.
Exactly. What reasonings have you got for Lando?
Practically the same, actually. I do feel like in Hungary, yeah. Race start's horrible, he made up for it, yes. Yeah, I think it's basically the same thing you kind of said with Lando. Lando has a pretty good head-to-head, and last year at this point, he was absolutely fumbling around. I think he's learned from the mistakes there, and yeah, I think he's done well. Oh, so, 3rd place. I'm assuming it's going to be very similar.
It could be, yeah, it could be. Who have you got?
I have got Liam Lawson in 3rd.
Indeed.
With an A+.
Oh, okay. I've given him an S, so I'll let you go first.
He's made an amazing recovery, though. From 2025, he was down in the dumps, his morale was ruined. And look at him now. Look, we're recording this, and a few hours ago, it was announced he's back in Red Bull. for another race.
Exactly.
This is his perfect chance to prove himself. He has it in his hands right now to prove himself to every other team. Hey, I'm Liam Lawson. I can get points. I can get very good points when I need to.
Imagine he gets a podium. I want a podium.
If he gets a podium.
So bad.
If he gets a podium.
Happen, but, just a good
It'll be
finish. Good finish. He deserves a
If
seat
he gets a
next
really
year.
good finish, he's gonna be like waving. Be like, yes, choose me. This is why I have this extensive record. I have very good results. I can prove myself for the top team. He has the pace this year. He has the confidence because his confidence would have went way down if they chose Arvid Lindblad for Red Bull.
Oh yeah, imagine. I think they've learned. I think they've learned from like chucking people in at the deep end. Because
Well, they got rid of Christian Horner and
Marco. Yeah. So they have definitely learned from their mistakes. And not putting Yuki
excited.
back in the car is a great decision. Yeah, giving Lawrence Lawson the chance and Yuki in the racing pool. Oh my god, I'm actually so excited to watch Zandvoort. Like, who would have thought?
Well, there goes another Red Bull driver with his wrist.
Yep.
I am, very happy with Lawson actually getting a chance to prove himself because a good result here could maybe, if Max goes to after the end of this year, then they just promote Lawson if he does good in the Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
They have a backup at least. Because it's going to be the first time someone gets demoted and re-moted as well.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, I'm excited.
I'm so happy we decided to record this today and not yesterday.
Yes. We wouldn't have had this news. Yeah.
Now we have this news. I decided to sleep. Let's go.
Alright, shall I go then? Over you still got more to say about the
6-5 to Lawson to head, but the race results, yes. His consistency with scoring points has been amazing. Like, I noticed this from the start of the season. Like, Lawson just kept scoring good points every single race. Yes, he'll be like 8th, 9th. When people would DNF, he would go up positions, but he still deserved those positions because he pushed himself to the hardest in that racing wars. He pushed that car very hard. And yeah, I think he deserves the second chance.
Yep. Hopefully he makes the
He
most
deserves.
of it.
Yep. If Hajar's wrist is still gone, maybe he stays for Monza. But I see him coming back for Madrid.
Yeah. We'll have to see how bad the injury actually is, but yeah.
Yeah.
He got it in like training, so it's probably just a little strain than anything like broken. Or
Yeah.
him falling off a bike like Lance Stroll. I think he'll probably be back for the next race, but yeah, we'll see if Lawson takes his chance.
Do you have anything to add for Lawson?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that the Racing Bulls is a really good car now. It's best of the midfield, but at the start of the season, it wasn't. It was behind the Alpine still. But yet, Liam was still scoring points. His only retirement in Miami was not his fault, despite everyone liking to pin it on him because they don't know anything about what they're talking about. And his start in Australia was bad, but it was clear that the Red Bull cars had issues with starts at the beginning of the season. He finished 12th that day, as Lindblad finished like 8th, and he also finished 12th in Belgium. I'm not really sure what happened there, but he's been best of the rest by far. Is he ahead of Gasly, even with the podium?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. But he's just been really consistent. Hasn't had a crash with someone like that was his fault all season. Great performance. Yes, he's close in qualifying, but he's dunking on Lindblad in the races, just like he's instructed to do. Yeah, Liam is driving great, and he gets an S for me.
You know what? We bring him up to an S.
Hey, let's go.
Because my second place is also an S.
Uh-huh.
Sir Lewis Hamilton is an S. Very good recovery from 2025, just like Lawson. Like, I remember 2025, Lewis was even down in his own morale, like saying that he didn't deserve to be there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was very sad. He was in his sad boy era.
And now look at him, winning races, scoring good podiums, beating his teammate by a lot of points. He's been, I would say he's been pretty well for himself.
Yeah, my second, I've also got Lewis Hamilton with an S. He's not gonna fight for the title. Let's actually just be real. Like, he's not challenging for the title. It's gonna be Russell or Antonelli. But what I will say is that if he hadn't scored in every race so far this season, he'd be below Lawson in the rankings for me. But Hamilton's consistency is once again keeping him high up in the standings. Scored in every race so far this season. I'm pretty sure he's the only driver to do that, because even Russell's had obviously his retirement, and Leclerc's obviously had his retirements. Verstappen's had his retirements. Yeah, Hamilton hasn't retired yet. I feel like it's only a matter of time before he gets a bit of unluckiness with reliability, because Leclerc has
2026.
had more. Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the second half of the season. Antonelli's had his bad luck. I think it's only time for Lewis to have his. Yeah, he's finally won a race. He's getting podiums around that win. And despite him being quite mid in Japan, Miami, and Hungary, he's been great overall. And he's completely outperformed Leclerc, which is not something that many people were expecting this season. We thought he was down still after last year, but he's liking these new regs. They're just like his first few years in F1, with the tight cars and close racing in quotation marks. But yeah, Lewis has been great, and he deserves an S and second. But first, I mean, it's pretty obvious who we've got in first. And it's not just because he's leading the championship, it's because he's driving very well. We've both got Kimi Antonelli as an S.
6 wins.
6 wins. In a row? No, not in a row.
5 wins in a row.
5 wins in a row. That's equaled Hamilton's all-time wins streak, which is quite funny.
Every single race he has finished, not including sprints, has been podium.
Yep.
And he hasn't finished twice.
And those two non-finishes were not his fault at all. Well, he didn't retire in Britain, but it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, he had the broken front wing and had to pit 3 times for it.
And the bullshit penalty, because he would have finished 10th, I think.
You know who else got a bad penalty there?
Hamilton, probably?
Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz got a very weird penalty there.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember now. But he wasn't in the points anyway, so it's alright.
No, but it was just very weird.
Yeah, they have been weird with penalties this season.
Yeah.
Antonelli, what a guy. Do you want me to go?
He's been he's been absolutely just impressing though. Demolishing George Russell, very good. 4 to 7. 6 times was Antonelli pole. Of the 7, 6 times of the race results was Antonelli winning. But still, Antonelli is young. He's there. He's like 2014 to 2016. He's the Lewis Hamilton. And George Russell's the Nico Rosberg.
Yeah, Russell's having a 2015 Rosberg season, though.
Yep.
Not very close.
What are you?
Yeah, I'm just basically echoing that. But who the hell expected Antonelli to be a contender? I'm looking forward to looking at my my spreadsheet from earlier on. All the prediction suggestions I got from people, because I want to see how many people guessed Antonelli to be champion. Because I think I had him in 5th or 6th, maybe 4th. I can't remember. But who thought he would be a contender and this good? He was starting the season bad. Had bad start. He was having bad starts at the beginning of the year. But his great car, can't hide that he has a great car under him, and his maturing driving style, because he has not been as erratic as he was last season, that's both keeping him on top, and his 2 non-scores this year were both not his fault, with 3 podiums around the rest of his race wins. I know he's first in the standings, so obviously he's going to be first in here, but he deserves to be there. He really deserves to be. He hasn't put a foot wrong, and the conspiracy theory that they're favouring Antonelli, well, duh, he's driving well. Russell's making mistakes, and I mean, wasn't Russell the one that was getting favoured when Lewis Hamilton, when they were both teammates? Like, so suddenly Toto Wolff switched up on this guy that he was favouring over Hamilton, the Hamilton that won them 8 constructors titles. Yeah, it's a completely baseless conspiracy theory, as most are. But yeah, Antonelli deserves to be first in these rankings, which I'm sure he's more proud of than his first in the driver standings. He'll be watching. He'll be watching this video. He'll be watching.
Antonelli's insane. Anything else you want to say about Antonelli?
No, I haven't got anything else to say. I'd be very happy if he wins the title, because that's just a cool story. Cool story. He's breaking records. And he's still 19. Fucking mental.
Yeah. But, alas, that's the mid-season driver rankings. We do have the end of the season to change some of them. Like, I want to change a few right now, but I'm going to wait till the end of the season, because then we have some more information. But I am Shady, and that was Kinggrave. I didn't pick him off the street, don't worry. But if you want to say goodbye, you can say goodbye now.
Goodbye, Shady Plays YouTube channel.
Drop the full legal name.